Hey, I'm Renee and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my curly hair, giving you an update on my current routine for the winter time, and then also my 5 top tips for growing your curly hair long and healthy pretty much any time of the year, but especially in the winter time when the air is cold and dry. So if you are interested in growing long curly hair, please go ahead and give this video a like, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so that you can see when I upload new videos, and let's get to it. Okay, so to start, I just want to say, if you have not watched my curly hair routine video, go ahead and check that out. You can find the link in the description box below. To be completely honest, my routine has not changed that much, but I have started using some different products. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what they are. Number one is I stopped using the Denman brush as a detangler. If you don't know what a Denman brush is, it's more of a styling brush, but I do think it can work as a detangling brush if you have thicker, shorter curly hair. It works for fine hair too, but in my experience, the longer my hair's gotten, it's just a little bit harder to detangle with that brush. So I have replaced it with this Tangle Teaser. I've actually had this for years. It's kind of old, but I had stopped using it because when my hair was shorter, I was having issues with it. I felt like my hair kept getting caught in it, which is really strange because my hair was shorter. But now that my hair is longer, I have found that this brush detangles really, really well, really fast. There's no breakage. The brush is a little bit dirty, sorry. But it's super easy to clean, so I'll go ahead and take care of that soon. Anyway, I have switched out the Denman brush and the comb for just this. And even to style a little bit, it does add a tiny bit of definition, but I really let my products do most of that work. And then when I style my hair, I actually just use my fingers. So this is one of the updates that I've made to my curly hair routine. And the second thing that I've changed is I actually don't use the Mixed Chicks styling cream anymore because I really wasn't a big fan of the scent. It has like this plasticky fruit scent, and it works really great. So if you can tolerate the scent, then definitely try it. Like I said, you can check that out in my curly hair routine video, but the smell of it was just overwhelming for me. I grew to really not like it at all, and I didn't want it anywhere near my nose or in my hair, so I just stopped using it. But I did find a substitute. It's not my favorite in terms of the results that it gives, but it's really close, and I think it gives a lot more moisture than the styling cream did. And it's this Curl Enhancing Custard by Obia Naturals. This is the same brand, focus. This is the same brand that makes the deep conditioner, the Babastu deep conditioner that I use all the time. It's my favorite. But this is the consistency of it. It's kind of like I don't know how to explain it. It's a custard. So it's kind of jelly-like. Focus. Okay, is it focusing? I hope so. It's almost like a cream gel. It's a little bit sticky, but it gives enough hold that my hair doesn't get too frizzy, but it doesn't give the same hold as the Mixed Chick styling cream. So that is something to keep in mind if you decide to try this, if you watched my previous curly hair video. But I really like it. I do prefer the scent. It almost smells like a sweeter, fruitier baby lotion. That's what it smells like. But I really like it. It's really moisturizing, and I can re-wet my hair 2 to 3 days after day 1 of my wash and go, and it reactivates really well. So I don't have to use a ton of it. A little bit goes a long way. And the third thing that I have added to my routine, especially for the winter time, is this Shea Moisture Deep Conditioner. It's their avocado butter and manuka honey. And interestingly enough, it's part of their men's line. I say interesting because I found that this is the best smelling Shea Moisture product, in my opinion. And it also is much cheaper than the non-men's line Shea Moisture products, which I find kind of annoying, but also not that surprising. Anyway, I really like this. This does have a little bit of protein in it, and so I have found that it's been really helpful for reducing breakage and frizz during the winter time. As the weather got colder, I was using a lot more conditioner, and so I needed to find something that was more affordable, and I found this at Walmart. I think it was $5 or $6, and it has really good slip. Definitely recommend using this. So these are the two new items that I've been using to style my hair for the winter time. And then this is the only change in the tools that I've been using. Okay, now on to my top 5 tips for growing your curly hair. I have notes here because I'm not the best at speaking, and so I need my notes to help me remember things. Before I get into it, I just want to make the disclaimer that these tips are things that have worked for me, for my curly hair type, and so they may not work for you. You may hear some of these tips and think to yourself, what? That's not gonna work for me. But this is just what has been helping my hair grow and stay healthy and strong. And so if you do have fine, kinky, coily, curly hair like I do, maybe these tips will help you as well, okay? So just wanted to make that statement before I get into it. Tip number 1 is to avoid excessive manipulation to your hair, especially if you have fine curly hair. It's okay to do braids and twists and things like that, but I would advise against doing this so often that you're constantly messing with your hair, because this is going to lead to breakage, split ends, and just weaker hair because you're always messing with it. Now this may seem a little bit counterintuitive because I understand that a lot of people do a lot of protective styles like braids and twists and things like that to protect their hair from the elements. However, sometimes the saying less is more really is just fact, especially when it comes to your fine curly hair. It's best to just leave it alone, you know? And when you do go back to fix it, maybe try to lay down some frizz or something like that, always make sure that you're adding water. A little bit of water will go a long way, especially if you're manipulating your hair a lot. Try not to do it when your hair is dry. I think hopefully you know this if you have curly hair, but don't ever brush your hair when it's dry. Don't ever detangle your hair when it's dry. I have seen some people do it and they say that it works for them, but if you have fine curly hair, just don't do that. Always make sure that your hair is moist or damp before detangling, and definitely make sure that you have some sort of slippery conditioner that's going to help detangle without ripping your hair out, okay? So minimal manipulation. You can still do your braids and twists and buns and things like that, but just try not to mess with your hair too much. Okay. My second tip is to use a satin bonnet or pillowcase when you go to sleep. I move a lot, so this is very important. If you are currently using a cotton pillowcase, please make sure that you're using a satin bonnet to protect your hair when you go to sleep, or just get yourself a satin pillowcase. I have tried the bonnets. They don't work for me because I move too much, but this is my best friend. I can rub my hair all over it and my hair is not gonna get damaged. So, second tip, get yourself a satin pillowcase or bonnet. Okay, on to tip number 3. I think honestly this may be the most important tip because in my experience this has helped my hair to grow so fast in such a short amount of time. It's kind of crazy, but it is to work out. Do exercise, break a sweat, get your heart rate up. The reason that working out helps your hair to grow really fast is because it helps to increase the circulation of blood in your body, and this is going to improve your metabolism. It's going to help your body process vitamins and minerals from your diet to help your hair grow, to keep your skin healthy. Honestly, I think working out is probably the number 1 tip, but it's third on my list, obviously. Doing regular exercise that gets your heart rate up is also going to help your lymphatic system to pump out toxins in your body. And this is gonna help give you healthier skin, which means a healthier scalp, which means healthier hair growth. You don't have to go crazy in the gym. You don't have to do CrossFit. You don't have to run 5 miles a day, okay? Just make sure that you're doing something that is getting your heart rate up daily, if not at least 4 to 5 times a week. You know, you could do 10-minute HIIT workouts, you can do a little jog outside, you can do some jumping jacks, you can dance, that's my personal favorite. You can walk around your block, you know, you can go up and down the stairs in your house if you have stairs. Just make sure that you're moving your body regularly. All right, tip number 4, I'm just gonna touch on it and we're gonna move forward because this should be obvious. You've probably heard it a million times. Drink more water. Water is really important. It's going to keep your organs healthy, your skin healthy and hydrated. And when you have healthy skin, like I mentioned before, you're gonna have a healthy scalp, and a healthy scalp is what's going to grow healthy, long, gorgeous hair. Okay, it's gonna keep your curls also looking not super dry and frazzled. If you're not drinking enough water, this can eventually lead to dry skin, dry lips. This also can cause you to have a dry scalp. And when you have a dry scalp, this can also lead to dandruff and stunt your hair growth. There are calculators online to help you determine how much water you should be drinking every day. So I recommend going and finding one of those. Usually it'll ask you for your weight, your height, your activity level, and then from there it'll give you a recommendation for how much water you should be drinking. I try to drink at least 2 liters of water every day. Sometimes I have days where I have a hard time getting as much water as I should, but the goal is for me to drink at least 2 liters of water a day. So figure out what the best amount of water for you is daily and try to stick to that, because it's gonna help your hair grow. And this brings me to my 5th and final tip for this video. It is making sure that you are consuming fresh fruits and vegetables every single day. Maybe that sounds crazy to you if you're not doing that, but it will make a huge difference in the health of your hair, your skin, your body as a whole, and it's just so important. I realized, especially where I live, the population here, the United States, we don't seem to really enjoy fresh fruits and vegetables like we should. And it's crazy because there's so many medications and supplements and things on the market that are used to improve our health and grow our hair and give us healthy skin. But the reality is that if you're not getting enough vital minerals and vitamins from eating fruits and vegetables, those supplements really are not gonna function or be utilized by your body optimally. So it really defeats the purpose. There's a reason it's called supplement. It's to supplement a healthy, balanced diet. So make sure that you are eating fresh fruits and vegetables. There's so many options out there. Apples, bananas, berries, celery, carrots, bok choy, tomatoes, peaches, oranges, smoothies, salads, things like that. If you just have one salad every day, I feel like that's gonna help change your health. If you are cooking them, that's perfectly fine too. But if you're eating fresh, raw fruits and vegetables, I do think that that can definitely make a difference. All right. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and found this information helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this, and I will see you in the next one. See you later.